Hello, family. So, the $1,000,000 question for today is, what do you do when your order of operations is now deemed out of order? That's the question for today. Because it seems like the collective emotional intelligence for the day, the collective consciousness, it's emotional intelligence. It seems like there's some stirring going on with that. And the reason why I say that is because, at least for my region where I am, it's beginning to be quite apparent that some people have finally figured out that grace period that I and some of my brothers and sisters was talking about a couple of years ago. Actually, a couple of years ago, in the month of September, I put this video out, and my higher self told me to go back and review it. And that's how I learned that the same information was being pulled back up 2 years later. But at any case, so here's what we need to talk about. This is a heavy subject. It's a heavy topic right now because that grace period that I was talking about 2 years ago, the collective emotional intelligence of the body, and when I say the body, I'm talking about the body with the bodies within the body of this body of planet Earth. They're finding out now, right now, that grace period is over, and it is really hurting the minds, the hearts, and the feelings of some folks. They're being taken back right now. Their emotions are being jarred right now. And all of this collectively is happening after this recent lunar eclipse, which is all about tapping into and clearing out old files within the emotional body. It's no coincidence that all of this is taking place right now. So, the very first video over 2 years ago that I posted to this page, I said, people then and now it's being fully made manifest now. We're running around like chickens with their necks cut off, trying to figure out what was going on. And we're seeing that play out in a major way now. I also said in a previous video that time is a grace period. Actually, it was the number 42 is a powerful number video. If you haven't watched that video, go back and check it out because it's quite relevant right now. And it was taped 2 years ago in the month of September. In that video, I said that time is a grace period. And when we have a better understanding of that, then we will value that grace period for what its purpose really is. And the purpose of a grace period is to alert you that it is time to get your affairs in order, and B, to do what it is necessary to pay off any debts that you owe. That's what the whole grace period is for, is to help you have time to get your house in order. And like I said, collectively, these bodies within this particular plane of existence, planet Earth, they're finding out now that that grace period is over. It's over. So whatever decisions were made between that grace period window, using the multiplication of 2, they're finding out now that that time is up. The time is over. And so we're seeing the running around like chickens with the necks cut off being made manifest in politics, in the entertainment industry, in education, be it on the K through 12 level or be it on the university level. We're seeing it happen within the services, within the communities. We're seeing it happen. It happen on a micro and a macro level. Okay, we're seeing it happen all over. It's some people mad right now. It's some people scared as hell right now. And for a lot of the 144,000 collective, a lot of us have begun to take a step back and go more inward. Okay. And this is happening for many, 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 many reasons. Okay. As above, so below. But a few things that I can talk about in terms of the reasons why this is happening is because there are positive and negative polarities to everything in the universe. The 144,000, those sealed in the forehead, are the sons and the daughters of Zion, the children of God. Okay? And collectively, we've been sent here to walk and talk truth. That's our job. This is why a lot of us in our lifetimes here have had to walk a tightrope when it comes to what we could and could not get away with. Oh, look at those mushrooms right there. How about that? Oh, it reminds me of Super Mario Brothers, but that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. Anyways, we had to walk a tightrope when it came to staying within the parameters of our self-truth. There's a whole lot of stuff we just couldn't get away with. And now we're learning why. We're learning, oh, that's why I couldn't do that. Oh, that's why I couldn't do that. That's why I couldn't do this. That's why. Because it seemed like every time we would do that, we would get in trouble. And the Bible said God chastens who God loves. And this is absolutely true. Especially for his children. Who could beat your ass better than your mama? Who could beat your ass better than your own daddy? Who could be more hard on you, more so than your own sister, your own brother, okay? Or older sister, or older brother. Who better to teach you the path and the ways of staying true to yourself and being honest with yourself and staying within the parameters of moral code and moral ethics than the people that love you? That was the whole point of all of that. Okay? Now we're getting ready to see the reasons why all of that training was so important. And we're actually seeing it take place now. Okay? Because there's a change of the guards taking place, and it's been taking place. Okay? So, anyways, let me slow down. Some of the reasons why the emotional intelligence is the ego part of the collective emotional intelligence is a little bruised right now is because these are the same people whom I was talking about in a previous video that played the game called time. Okay? They bid on it. They bet on it. And they thought they had a hell of a whole lot more time to get ready to do some things than they had. They've now figured out that they've run out of time. Okay. And now the tests are being graded and tallied up. This is what's happening in the spirit realm, and it's been happening, and now it's being made manifest as evidence in the natural. This is what's going on. And so we have been talking about this for a while. The interpreters of God, universe, nature, and our higher selves who put us in this game of life. The interpreters of those teams have been telling everybody that they could, that this day was coming, and now it's here. 12:21, as I said that. 12 minutes and 21 seconds into this video as I said that. It's not a coincidence, okay? Everything we see, everything we can feel, everything we can taste, everything we can touch, everything we can smell, everything that is in existence, and we have the knowledge of that existence, every piece and part of it is for the purposes of us knowing and remembering who we are. And that in and of itself gives us a true free will choice to do with that information whatsoever we will. Period. That's the whole point. So, let me speak to two different sects of people. To the positive players of the 144 game. Congratulations, you've passed the test. According to the realms housed within Mother Universe, you passed. Father Universe is saying, I got you. Everything that you went through, I got you. All of the whole hype, the whole fight, the whole everything. Father God, the real one, not that fake one, the real one is saying, we got you. We got you. We got you. We've heard it all. We've seen it all. We've watched it all go down. We know who did and who did not do what they were told they knew that they were supposed to do. There's a whole lot of folks who missed out on even listening to themselves. And when I say themselves, I'm talking about their higher selves. Okay? Literally their own higher selves were trying to tell them, browbeat it into them. You have to blah, 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 blah. And it all boils down to being honest with the self. That's what their higher selves was trying to tell them to do. And that's what a whole lot of the higher selves were trying to tell their vessels, their avatars to do, and they just wouldn't do it. So anyway, that's just a side note, but I digress. To the positive 144,000, congratulations. You passed the test according to the spirit realm. To the negative 144,000, your grades are being tallied up at this point. That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you nothing else, because who better to know you better than you? You know, if you got real comfortable with giving the wrong answers and you was cool with that, long as you could continue to play the game. Some of y'all got real cool with giving the wrong answers, while the rest of us was doing our best. After failing that first time, that second time, that third time, that fourth time, that fifth time, we was trying our best every time to pass the test, to pass the level, to pass that world and go to the next one, to beat the game. We was trying to learn how to do that. So listen, how did that game work out for you? Being okay with getting the wrong answers over and over and over, how did that game work out for you? I don't know. I can't answer that for you. But all I can tell you is the grades are being tallied up. And the spirit realm knows what a failing grade is and what a passing grade is. I don't know that. But all I can tell you is I was told that the ones that did their absolute very best to be honest with themselves and to listen to themselves and listen to their spiritual team who was guiding them and assisting them along their journey, I heard they passed. And for those that know that they was doing the absolute very best they can, because that is one, again, of my ITM principles, is I will do the best I can. Woo-wee. So if you know that you were doing the best you could do, you good. You good. You can sit back and go ahead and go inward so that you can take this respite time in 2024, the rest of 2024, to self-reflect so that you already know what your 2025 gonna look like. Because you finna get ready to live your best life. Now, to the rest of the folks, I don't know. I can't figure that part out for you. You got to figure that part out for yourself. Okay? I don't know, but listen, that's what God, universe, and nature wanted me to communicate with you all on today. Listen, God bless you all. Y'all have an amazing day. And again, as best you can be, I highly suggest that you be loved and you be liked. And if you can't be those two things, at least be honest. I love you all.